Hello and welcome to the Veterans Yoga Project live streaming. This is the dynamic flow class. So we'll have us start in wisdom pose or extended child's pose. So opening up the knees wide and just taking the hips back. Arms either reach out. If that doesn't feel great, you can always bend the elbows and place them under your forehead. Allow the forward to rest down if that's available. Starting to inhale, allow your belly to expand, and on your exhale, letting it fall back towards center. Maybe one more breath here. And begin to walk the hands over towards the left. You can stack your right hand over your left hand. Allow your head to rest down. Take a full breath into that right side rib cage. Begin to walk the hands across center and then over to your right. Stack your left hand on top of your right. Allow the head to relax down. Take a full breath into that left side rib cage. Continue walking back towards center and you can reach the fingers far forward and then come up onto the fingertips as you send the chest and head down towards the floor. One more breath. And we'll start to come up onto tabletop. Hands under your shoulders, knees under hips. Spread the hands or fingers as wide as you can. Press the floor away from you. On your exhale, you're going to start to tuck your tailbone under. Let the belly lift, shoulders round, head drop. When you're ready to inhale, let the belly drop, tailbone lifts, shoulders open. Keep moving on your breath. Head the opposite direction on your exhale. One more round. Great, and then we'll be back in tabletop. I invite you to take one foot back to half plank. Push the floor away from you. And we'll start to glide. So as you exhale, you're going to come towards your hands. And as you inhale, come back towards your heel. Hi there. Okay, next time you head back into your heel, just pause there. Press the floor away from you. Okay. We'll take that leg up just enough to keep the hips parallel to the floor. We're going to reach the opposite arm forward. When you're ready, they're going to come towards center. Exhale, and then inhale, reach away. Exhale and come to that center. Inhale, reach away. One more. Reaching out through hand and foot. One more breath. And back to ground. You can shake out those wrists if they need it before we head to the other side. If you're ready, spread the fingers again. Press the floor away from you. Take your right leg back this time. And on your exhale, we'll shift towards the hands. And on your inhale, we'll shift back towards your heel. Next time you head back into the heel, pause there for a breath. And then we'll come, so shoulders are right under hands. You're going to lift that back leg up just enough to keep the hips parallel. Opposite arm's going to reach forward. On your exhale, we're going to glide back towards center. And on your inhale, reach away. Two more. Next time, reaching away for a breath. Great, come back towards center, open up the knees wide, and maybe take puppy dog pose or child's wisdom pose, whatever feels most comfortable. So more in puppy dog, your hips are high and the arms reaching out. Full breath in, full breath out. Great. And then we'll meet back up in tabletop. So spread the hands or fingers wide, press the floor away from you. You're gonna tuck the toes and then we're gonna meet in downward facing dog. Kind of glide the hips back and then shift back and up. So we can shift the hips side to side. Or you can alternately bend one knee and straighten the other. Take one more breath here. And then we'll slide forward, meeting into plank pose. So shoulders stacked over hands. Relax the back of the neck and your jaw. Take one more breath here. And then we'll lower down either through chaturanga, with knees up, or you can place the knees down. Float down, inhale up to cobra. Good, tuck the toes, exhale back to downward facing dog. You can continue to shake the hips side to side or just rest back. Downward dog, one full breath. And then we'll start to walk the feet forward. Inhale halfway up, so lengthening up to the thighs. Exhale, find your way down to the floor. Forward fold. One more breath. Bend the knees, exhale, rise up slowly. Inhale at the top, extended mountain, maybe lift up onto the toes. And then we'll meet back down, mountain pose. In breath, rising. Out breath, float back down. Halfway up, in breath. Exhale, find your way back down. Plant the hands. Step back, plank pose. In breath, when you're ready, out breath, lower down, chaturanga, either on the knees or without. Inhale up to cobra. And exhale back, downward facing dog. One more breath. We're going to look forward a bit, start to take your feet forward, either hop, step, walk. Inhale, halfway up, lengthen. Exhale, find your way down. One full breath. Good, bend the knees, exhale, rise up slowly. Inhale at the top, maybe lift up onto the toes. Woo. And then we'll meet back downward, mountain pose, full breath. Okay, let's go again. Inhale, rising, maybe lift to the toes. Exhale, feet to the ground, folding forward. Halfway up, in breath. Out breath, find your way down. This time we'll take the right leg back, coming into high lunge. Drop the right knee back to the ground. Caught up in my hair, rising up, in breath. Greet the sky. Good, exhale, bring the arms down to parallel. You're going to rotate the body to the left. Take that right arm to the outside of the right knee. And maybe come hands to center into prayer position. Maybe gazing back towards the back wall. One more breath. Release the arms, outstretch them, come back to center, rise up towards the sky, in breath. Out breath, hands to ground, step back, plank pose. Lower down chaturanga or come onto your knees, inhale up halfway. You may go up to up dog if you feel up to it. Tuck the toes, exhale, find downward facing dog. 2 breaths here. Press the floor away from you. Good, bend the knees, step forward or hop to the front of your space. Inhale halfway up. Exhale, fold. Bending the knees, exhale, rise up slowly. Inhale at the top, maybe lift up onto the toes. And exhale, find mountain pose. Here we go, rising up, in breath. Out breath, folding forward. Halfway up in. Exhale down. Good. Planting the hands down, take the right foot forward, left foot back into that low lunge. Drop the back knee down, flatten out that foot, and you're gonna rise up, meet the sky. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bring the arms parallel to the body, to the floor. Inhale, and on your exhale, turn, rotate towards the right. And you're going to take that left elbow to the inside of or outside of the right knee. Maybe bring the palms together. So pressing front arm and knee towards one another. Find your breath. Inhale. Exhale, release the arms, float back up. Back to arms parallel and reach to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, find the ground, step back, plank pose. Lower down, chaturanga, knees down or not. Rise up, maybe up dog, so flatten out the tops of the feet, in breath. I like to just bend the knees to send myself back into downward facing dog. Take 2 breaths here. On your next in-breath, look forward, either hop, step, or jump. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, find the ground. Bending those knees, exhale, rising up slowly. Maybe lifting onto the toes. And then come back down, find mountain pose. All right. Let's come back to center, take your right foot out. It's all there. So left foot slightly in, preparing for warrior 2. I'm going to start here in the center. Take a breath in, reach towards the sky. As you bend the front knee, send the arms reaching out side to side. Gazing out to the right. A strong, peaceful pose, warrior 2. But find some ease in that effort. Okay, we're going to turn the front palm, face it up, take the back hand down the back leg, reach that front arm to the sky. Exalted warrior. In breath, reach to the sky. Exhale, extend all the way forward like you're reaching, and then bend that elbow, bring it to the front thigh. Draw the shoulder out of your ear, and we're going to sweep this left arm up and over. You can certainly go down to the ground if that's in your practice, or to a block. Press the bottom leg away from you, get that shoulder out of the ear. Inhale, reach. Exhale, we're going to come back through warrior 2. Straighten the front leg, heading into triangle trikonasana. So drop the front arm, reach the top arm up. Press into the toes slightly just to keep the knees a little bit bent here. One more breath. Good. Bend the front knee back to warrior 2. Okay, we'll reach the arms up to the sky, straighten the front leg, bring the palms together, right down your center, exhale, pause here for a breath. All right, and we'll heel toe or step or hop or step it in. Find mountain pose, 1 breath, reset. Great, we'll step the left foot out this time. Right foot is also stepping out, but left foot towards the short side of your mat. Right foot parallel to the side of your mat, short side of your mat. All right, let's start here in the center, palms pressing together. Reach into the sky, in breath. When you're ready, out breath, bend into the front knee. Find your warrior 2, gazing out to the left this time. Strong and energized, but find some ease in that effort. We'll turn the front palm, face it up, take the back hand down the back leg, reaching to the sky, exalted warrior. Find your breath. One more, inhale, reaching. Exhale, we're gonna reach, offer forward, and when you can, plant that left arm on the left thigh. We'll swim this arm, right arm up and over. And press the bottom arm down towards your thigh to get that ear out of the shoulder. Find some ease in that effort. Gaze could be forward or it could be up. Okay, one more breath, reaching. Exhale, we're going to come back through warrior two. Straighten the front leg. Heading into triangle. So reaching forward, drop that bottom arm, reach the other arm up. Long line from fingertips to fingertips. Press into the toes just to keep the knees a little bit bent. Good in-breath. Bending into the front knee, come through warrior two, gazing out to the left. Reach the arms to the sky, straighten the front leg, palms come together, and exhale right down your center. Pause here for a breath. All right, we'll come and heel toe or step it in. Find mountain pose, one breath, reset. All right, I'm gonna find a balance pose here, half moon pose. I'm gonna use a block, but you can certainly use furniture if the block feels too far, or maybe you've got the practice where you can touch down to the floor. Let's go to the right first. So it's almost like you're going into warrior two. Bending into the front knee, reaching out. I'm going to start to take that front arm down to the block of the floor or another piece of furniture. Take that hand so it's right under your shoulder, lift the back leg. And I'm going to take my left hand across my chest, open it up to the sky. And then I'm going to slide that hand back down across, looking down to the floor. And slide it up across. Down to the floor. You can always stay in the upward position without doing the dynamic motion if that feels better. We'll pause here, reach through that back heel. Steady breath, steady gaze. Good. Bend the standing leg, exhale, bring that arm back up. We're gonna come through warrior two. Straighten the front leg, inhale, reach the arms up. Bring them right down your center. Pause for a breath. All right, and then we'll heel toe, step it in, find mountain pose, reset, one breath. All right, switching sides. So finding your support system, whether it be the floor, blocks, furniture. Step the left foot out as though you're going into warrior two. Because we are. All right, full breath in. And then you're going to bend into that front knee, start to take that hand down. Hopefully I don't hit the bookshelf here. I'm going to lift up. I'm going to start down. Slide that hand across the chest, passing over the heart space, reaching to the sky, in breath. Send it back down, out breath. And you can always stay in the up position without gliding through. Stay to my breath here, otherwise I'm going to topple over. Last one, we'll meet there at the top if you're joining. Flex that back foot, see if that gives you more energy. Find some ease in your effort here. One more breath. Good, we'll slide it back down. Send the back leg down. Come into warrior two. Good. Reach the arms to the sky, straighten the front leg, palms come together, and exhale right down your center. Pause here for a breath. All right, now we'll heel toe or hop it in, find mountain pose, one breath, reset. All right, let's come to the top of your space again. Into mountain pose. We're going to run through our vinyasa to get back to downward dog and then pigeon pose. The feet about hip width apart. Reach to the sky, extended mountain, maybe lift onto the toes. Heels meet the ground, exhale, fold forward. Halfway up, in breath. Out breath, find your way down. Plant the hands, step back, plank pose. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga, on knees or without. Up to cobra or up dog. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Let's lift the right leg up, in breath. Maybe tuck it over, bend the knee, lift over for a breath. Come back to center and send that knee through roughly to your right wrist. And then tuck the left ankle over in line with the left wrist, sit the hips back. Inhale, get tall. And then exhale, start to walk your body forward. Arms can be extended out or they can make a little rest for your forehead. What ease could you find in your body right now that's maybe not present? One more breath. Start to walk the body back up. We'll tuck the back toes. Start to lift back up, send that right leg back and up, three-legged dog. Come back to ground, find downward dog, one breath. Come into three-legged dog with the left leg up. Bend that knee, maybe kick it over to the right. Just a breath. Line back up into center and then slide that leg through. So left knee towards left wrist, left ankle somewhat in line with the right wrist. And I don't mean crossed over, but parallel. Good. Inhale, get long, and then exhale, start to walk your body forward. Again, you can make a little fist stack or wrist stack, or extend those arms outward. And what ease and your effort might you feel right now? Might it be your jaw, your eyes, your belly? One more breath. Start to walk back up onto the hands, tuck the back toes, shift yourself back and up into three-legged with that left leg. Back to downward dog. Lower the knees, open them up wide and sit. The arms forward and your hips back into puppy dog. Forehead resting, full breath in and out. Start to slowly walk back up. Start to make it onto your back, so get there safely. So bring your right knee towards your chest. Take it in, relax the shoulders. Maybe reach behind that thigh and reach that leg to the sky. Ankle circles. Bring that knee back to your chest. Take your right arm out into a half T shape and let that leg cross over. The bottom leg is allowed to turn. It does not have to stay upright. And you could have a block or pillow or something to catch your leg. Otherwise, head towards the floor. Each breath out, let your right shoulder just drift a little lower. One more breath. If you're ready, and only when you're ready, come back to center. Hug that knee in, one full breath in and out. Send it off. Take your left knee in towards your chest. Strap the back of your leg with your hands and then reach that foot to the sky, maybe ankle circles. And bring that knee back in. Take your left arm out into a half T and take that twist to the right this time. I like to kind of clasp my top of my foot behind my knee, but that might not be available to you, so do what feels best. What's the most nourishing for you right now? Each breath out sends that left shoulder a little bit lower. In breath. And ready, out breath, come back up to center, hug that knee in. And then exhale, we're gonna bend those knees. Feet about hip width apart, mat width apart. And as I let my knees go off to the right, I'm gonna reach my left arm up towards the sky, towards the opposite side of the room. In breath, and then we come back to center. Legs go off to the left, I reach my right arm up to the opposite wall. Exhale back, maybe one more to each. You can certainly do more if you want to stay a little longer. We'll be back in the middle. We'll rest a few moments in relaxation or shavasana. So just getting comfortable. If there's anything that your body wants to do before we head there, you're welcome to. This way. All right, the legs just stretch out. Maybe hands down, palms down or palms up, or you can have them resting on your belly. I'll take you through a brief guided relaxation. We'll rest for just a minute or so, quiet, and then finish up with gratitude. Allowing the muscles of your forehead to release. Space between the eyebrows broadens and softens out to the temples. Eyes heavy, head heavy. Join to the jaw releasing, space between the teeth. Shoulder blades settle a little bit heavier on the surface below you. Mind wanders, bring it back to the awareness of the breath, moving in and moving out. You have nowhere to be and nothing to do. These next few moments are yours. Taking a deeper breath, more conscious breath, belly expanding, heart space lifting, and a slow, steady exhale. You're welcome to remain here as I start to make my way back to sitting, but if you're ready, we can do maybe a cat stretch or a dog stretch. Just reaching arms to space. Bring the knees to the chest to hug in. Eventually rolling onto one side and then exhaling your way back up to sitting. If you're joining me, you can always finish gratitude laying on your back. We'll come to a comfortable seated position. Maybe hands together, their position, or one hand over the other, whichever is most authentic for you. We bow together, accepting or acknowledging one more thing to be grateful for in this moment. Breathing in, breathing out, lips apart. Namaste. All right, thank you for joining me. Hope you have a wonderful evening.